My friend Dave, who I talked to this morning in my super cool hotel room, referred me to a guy 10 years ago who owned a tree service company. I'm changing the name to protect the innocent. We're going to call it Green Rivers Tree Service. Did about $600,000 a year in sales. You had the owner who was going out and making estimates. You had a person in the office who was handling the accounting and the scheduling and dispatching people. You had crews. The owner would take out crews to go do the work, and a manager would go out and would do work. Okay? Has anybody had a tree taken down at their house lately? Yeah? So they show up at your front door. Did they give you an estimate? Yeah. So they show up, they got the clipboard, they give you the estimate. So the owner and the manager managing another crew, 2 crews, would give people estimates. A nearby town has a storm, about 30 miles south of St. Louis. Big storm, lots of trees down. Owner sends manager and a crew to go do work down there. Boy, they got all kinds of work. Lots and lots of trees to be removed, taken down, etc. Sends the crew down. Dispatcher gets calls. They send the crew down. Crews come back every day, figure out what equipment they need for the next day. They've got all these estimates in the hands of customers. The dispatcher schedules all these jobs out of town. Off they go doing all the work. Shortly after all the work's done, the manager supervising the crews in the nearby town suddenly quits. Week goes by. None of the payments are coming in from the work performed out of town. Owner decides, I'm going to take the guys who are on the crew that worked on those jobs down to the town and figure out what's going on. Why am I not getting any checks? He starts showing up at people's houses. The crews, they've got down the addresses. Crews said, yeah, we took out a stump there and we took down a tree there. They show up and start talking to clients. Yeah, they did the work, I paid you guys. Well, how? What? Finally, one of the customers shows them the invoice that they were handed because the manager, who has now quit, had authority to not only do the estimate but hand the person an invoice. And they had a stack of invoices that were not numbered, a stack of invoices, templates that you could fill out and hand to customers. What the manager was doing, as it turned out, he was handing the customers invoices for a slightly different company name and an address and a P.O. box that he controlled and a checking account that he controlled. And he stole $50,000 worth of business for a company that only did $600,000 a year total a year. $50,000 gone that the guy stole. And as soon as he billed everyone and invoiced them, and he knew that they all had the invoices in their hands, he quit the business. Now, I walk into this after this has happened, and my friend, the owner, says, you know, I've got an attorney, and I could go after the guy, but the attorney fees would be more by the time I get to the end of this than the 50 grand I lost. So I'm not going to pursue it. So I just lost. Not only did he lose all the revenue, but he also lost all the spending he did to get the revenue. So he actually lost twice. He lost the $50,000 in revenue, and then he lost all the cost to generate the $50,000 in revenue.